A few days ago, I had to leave home unexpectedly because of the wildfires near where I live. As you can imagine, I didn't have much time to think about what I want to pack. One of the first things I reached for was my Lochby Voyager, and that made me stop and ask myself a question. Why this notebook? Out of everything I own, why was it this something I grabbed almost without thinking? So over the following days, this notebook went almost everywhere with me. To cafes, on walks, to the coast. Whenever I left the house, it came with me. And somewhere along the way, I realized this wasn't really about the notebook cover itself. It was more about why I like having one catch-all notebook that's always ready to go. Today, I want to share why that idea has become such an important part of my life and why the Lochby Voyager has worked out so well for me for more than a year and whether I would still buy it today. At home, I enjoy having notebooks with different purpose. I have a notebook for work. I have a reading journal. I have notebooks for different projects, like writing projects, things like that. But whenever I leave home, I don't want to decide which notebook to take. I want one notebook that can handle everything: ideas, journal entries, quotes, travel notes, creative projects, just everything that comes to my mind. In fact, before heading out today to film a few clips for this video, I just opened this very notebook and made myself a simple checklist of shots I wanted to film. So I didn't want to rely on my memory. So I took my notebook with me and yeah, had something to refer to. And that's exactly why I carry it. It doesn't need to be a perfectly organized notebook, everything beautifully curated. It simply needs to be with me. Because the notebook that's with you, it's definitely more useful than the perfectly curated notebook that sits at home and you don't have it accessible when you actually need it. The past few days reinforced this belief. When I had to leave home unexpectedly, this notebook became more than a place for notes. It became somewhere to organize my thoughts, make plans, process everything that was going on. It was something familiar I could take with me. We often talk about notebooks in terms of paper quality, binding, material, all those things. But sometimes a notebook becomes something much simpler. It's just a place where your thoughts can live. For me, my notebook is something that grounds me, that feels familiar, the home of my thoughts, which can actually travel with me, go with me wherever I go. So a catch-all notebook only really works if you enjoy carrying it. And that's why the Lochby Voyager has earned this place for me. So first of all, it's very durable and flexible. It has this max canvas, and I don't have to be as precious with it as I would be with a leather traveler's company notebook, for example. The other thing is it's very flexible. Currently, I have in here a sterling ink common planner, but it offers also for elastic. So I had in here also a completely different setup with watercolor paper, sticker release book, calendar, just whatever I need in this very moment, I can put in here. So this notebook can adapt to my needs of the moment. The other thing that I like is it has a pen loop and it's elastic, so it can hold all kinds of different pens. And so when I grab my notebook, I don't only have my notebook, but also a pen with me to write with. The next thing that is something I enjoy about this notebook, it has multiple pockets here in the front and the back, even a bigger one here on the back side of the notebook. So whenever I'm out and about and I pick something up, like here I have a flyer, I can just tag it in here, or I have some sticky notes with me or a little washi tape card. It's not only the notebook, but it gives also some room for whatever I pick up. Also have a few sticker sheets in here. So it provides more than a cover for a couple inserts. It's also a place where I can put additional pieces of paper, ephemera, whatever I want to take with me. So maybe the biggest compliment I can make this notebook is I just don't think about it anymore. When I leave the house, I just almost always grab the notebook and take it with me. Just simply pick it up. I got this Lochby Voyager a bit of over a year ago, and in the last year, I realized something. I don't need a notebook that does everything. I need one notebook that's with me where life happens. The notebook that I can just take with me without even knowing really what I will need. So at home, I still enjoy my specialized notebooks, but this one has a different role. It's a companion I can take with me, put everything that comes to my mind in here. And sometimes at home, I transfer things I've written in here into another notebook, a more specialized one, but I have it somewhere. It's not lost. I was able to put down my thoughts on paper, and if I feel later on the need to have them in a dedicated place, I still can do that. So was it worth buying this Lockbee Voyager? After more than a year, I can definitely say for me it was absolutely worth it. It was and not because it's the most beautiful notebook or because of its different features, but simply because it's something that has become part of my life. And I- that is, in fact, what proves for me an investment was a good one. It's not just a piece of stationery that stays somewhere at home on a shelf or that I reach for every few months. It's part of my daily life. So, would I buy it again? Definitely, without hesitation. This notebook is excellent for me. I do like the style. I like its functionality, and I like that it has become kind of part of my identity. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's yeah, it's a companion. It's with me. So yeah, I would definitely buy it again. So so what about you? Do you have a companion notebook, a catch-it-all, or do you prefer to have multiple specialized notebooks you take with you on the go? I'm very curious to hear what works out best for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.